So today on Project XB, we're gonna pull this wiper motor apart, sandblast it, make it all pretty, make sure it works again, and then obviously take it back home and put it back in the XB after I fix up the wiper linkages and stuff like that. When I took, good timing truck, thank you. When I took this out of the car, I took all the wiper panel off and the wipers off and all that stuff because the wiper motor didn't work. And I got into the plenum chamber, which is the cow vent area, and I reckon I could have planted flowers and stuff in there because it was like deep in dirt, but really it seemed like really good soil. Yeah, so I've never seen a plenum chamber that full of dirt before, but it was certainly next level. And then and because all the drain holes were plugged as I was filling it full of water with a high pressure, well, it kind of maybe put a little bit of water on the inside of the car because it filled up where the air vents have the little channel, and it may have started pouring inside the car. So so that kind of happened. But anyway, I sorted that, and we have the brake booster. I'm going to try and get... I did some research and I couldn't find anywhere online, anywhere I've seen one of these brake boosters being green. Now, I'm not convinced this has ever been out of the car, which is odd, but then of course it is umpteen years old, so maybe it isn't the original one, or maybe it was reconditioned at some point in its life. But I'm going to try and get it green paint to repaint it this green, because that's the colour this one's supposed to be. Plus it'll look a bit different than everybody else's who paint them black. But that's also going to get sandblasted and cleaned up, so we can get all the goo out of there and make it pretty again, so that when we put it back in the car we can then bolt a new master cylinder on it and it looks really good. But these are fairly straightforward, believe it or not. They're not actually that difficult to clean up and get working again. Usually they just rust up in the doodad with the hoo-ha. And actually this one's in really, externally it's in good shape because that's not all broken. There's got another one down here like that, and that one is broken. Yeah. So I mean, if I've got spares, if I'd screw it up. Very original. Still got, they dab a little bit of red paint on one of those screws for some reason, and that one I reckon too. So yeah, and it smells quite fantastically of like rat poo and pee and stuff like that, so I'm thinking it's sat for a while. But yeah, that's where we're at today with this one, so stay tuned. So you'll notice that we have returned this thing to its multiple components, and now we're going to clean them all up, chuck them through the sandblaster, reassemble it, and it should be perfect. And we have some paint for that now. So we made some progress on the wiper motor. It's been dismantled, sandblasted, cleaned. We've just spent 5-10 minutes pulling the washer motor out and get the metal filings off that, and getting all that doodad working again because it all was seized up. Half the reason this stuff doesn't work is because it's not being used. We've all blasted these up, they're all clean. Somewhere there's the O-rings for that, springs for the brush motors. These have all got to be blasted. That's been cleaned, that's the seals. That's clean. Oh, that's clean, that's clean. That's clean. Booster's off. About to get some other paint put on it. Yeah, so I'll show you this all once it's back together. But it does explode into a whole pile of parts, but I've done a stack of these now, so it's fairly straightforward. Just be careful when you take them apart not to lose anything. Yeah, so we'll re-grease it, re-clean it. I don't know quite how that works, but I know it's all freed up again. So we'll stick it all back together. You have those days where everything just goes to shit every which way it can. Yeah, that's not the right colour. So we're going with, if in doubt, paint it out, and we're going black. I bought something that I thought was going to be a marble finish. It turned out to be not what I thought it was. So we're going to go back we're going to paint this black. I couldn't get the green, couldn't find that Hammertone green or whatever the hell it was anywhere. So I've hit what I like to call, I've affectionately known as, I've hit fuck it. We're going to paint it black. It's a point where you go in life, it's called hitting fuck it, is a point where you just don't care anymore. You're just going to do it one way or the other. So I couldn't get it done the right way. So, and I couldn't find the colour it was. Black is what it's going to be. So, yeah. And the other thing is, I had a whole bunch of problem cleaning it because the brake master cylinder was leaking so badly it leaked brake fluid into the actual booster. So when I went to sandblast, all the brake fluid pissed out of the end of the thing, so that was fun. So, yes, nothing quite goes according to plan, does it? And there we have it, one nicely tidied, and hopefully we'll find out when I plug it in, working wiper motor with all the washer unit all cleaned up and everything inside it freed up. So there's a good chance that'll go straight on and it will work perfectly. You know, it's funny, after all the years and the amount of these cars I've had, I've never had a single Falcon XA, B or C where that washer motor or a variant of it has ever worked. So if that works, I will be absolutely gobsmacked. Yeah, so we'll run you through the brake master booster. I keep getting the two confused, one and the other. But we ended up choking on spit. Ended up painting it black. Paint it black, put it back. That's the theory on it. Yeah. So that's what we ended up doing. That's looking lovely now. It's no longer full of brake fluid. And should get back on the car. Yeah, so that's where we're at with Project XB for the moment. I'm hoping I didn't lose the little... Ah, there it is. Haha! There she blows. Yeah, I was sandblasting the thing, and I had this taped up, but as I was rolling it around to sandblast it, an unholy amount of brake fluid started coming out, and it was like, ah, man. So, yeah, we had to suss that out. Get all that brake fluid out from the inside of it. But yeah, that's a nice little update on the car. Things are progressing. Stay tuned for more.